Guys, I'm back again with another recap of 90 Day Fiance The Other Way. This is season number 1, episode 5. So this recap is going to be a little bit different. I've decided to add in a little bit of skincare because it's Saturday night. Saturday night is my skincare, my pamper night. I usually paint my fingers and toes. I usually do a face mask, and I also needed to film this recap, so I decided to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So you guys are going to come with me. Let's do a little bit of skincare. Tonight's mask is a rose quartz face mask. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see if it's in focus or not. But I got this from TJ Maxx. It has Australian pink clay in it. And the ingredients are Australian pink clay with essential oils of Peru balsam, mandarin, patchouli, rosewood, and rose quartz crystal essence. Free of SLES, parabens, PEGs, and grapefruit seed extract. So I don't know why grapefruit seed's bad, but you know, hey. I can get my little bowl out. Alright, so I'm going to breeze right on through most of the couples and get right into Deavan and Jihoon because I know that's what everybody wants to talk about. That's what you guys want to hear from me. A lot of the other couples weren't really doing too much on Monday night, and so I know you guys really want to hear my thoughts on Deavan and Jihoon, so I'm not even going to hold y'all up and we're going to get to them as quickly as possible. Okay, so we're going to get started with Corey and Evelin. So, you know what, guys? I really don't know what to think about this couple because I really feel like their entire storyline is fake. This couple has been together for 4 years. Now, you know, supposedly Corey tried to propose to Evelin once before and she refused and gave him the ring back. He packed the ring up to take to Ecuador this time, and I don't know what to think about this. I don't know if TLC is trying to pull one over on us with them. I'm not exactly sure, and I don't know how to feel, and it makes me feel weird. It's like, I mean, guys, like seriously. So in Monday night's episode, Corey is packing up to go to Ecuador to move basically forever. He's riding in the car with his parents and just basically talking about how he's feeling doubts about the whole relationship. And his parents are kind of trying to talk him out of it, but I really feel like that was just for TV. They're like, you know, you don't have to do it if you don't feel sure about it. And his mom looks really sad, and I believe that she is sad. I mean, it's her baby. You know, your baby's moving to a whole nother country to be with some girl that y'all really don't like for real. She's talking about she don't want to have nobody babies, and she really doesn't want to marry him. And it's like, well, I don't understand this couple. I don't understand what's going on with them. I just don't get it at all. I'm really confused. I'm confused as to if their whole storyline is fake, if just part of it's fake. I really honestly don't even know how to recap them at this point because I don't even know if it's real what I'm being shown on this TV. Oh, Corey says goodbye to his family. His mom is like about to have a nervous breakdown, honey. His dad is really not very emotional, but it might just be because he's not an emotional person, but he really looked like he didn't really care. I'm sure that he cared, but you know, he looks very uninterested in the whole segment. But, you know, nonetheless, he hugs them goodbye, and he still is talking like he's so unsure about moving to Ecuador. And I think they're just setting up their drama for the season, is that, you know, Corey's so in love with Evelin, and that Evelin is the one that's on the fence, and she doesn't know if she wants to marry Corey, or she's saying she doesn't want to marry Corey. You know, they were Skyping before he left, and she was saying, you know, nothing's for certain and we don't know what's going to happen. And Corey's like, I mean, I'm moving there forever, and you're talking about like, you don't know what's going to happen. She was talking very iffy, but once again, like I said, I don't know how to recap them because I'm not sure if that's really how Evelin feels or if that's just how they're portraying their drama for the season. If that's just going to be their storyline, is for them to be arguing about, you know, her not being sure about the relationship and him wanting to be serious. It feels like super fake, and I don't like it. I mean, they've been together for a long time. Corey has been to Ecuador back and forth several times. They have videos and blogs of them. Supposedly they're like bloggers and have blogged several times about their journey together. So I feel like it might just be a ploy to get on TV. I don't like it. I don't like what TLC is doing with them. I don't really enjoy watching this couple because something just doesn't ring true to me, and I don't like it. Yeah, so when Corey lands in Ecuador, he calls Evelin to see where she is because it's time for her to come pick him up. And she's not there. She's still in Ingabao, which is her hometown, which is several I don't know how many miles away, but it's far away from where Corey is. And Corey is very upset. He couldn't wait to see her and hug her and kiss her. And she tells him that he can take the bus. Just very uninterested, very cold. And once again, I don't know if that was just a ploy, a setup to create drama. Corey's acting like he's so scared and distraught because Ecuador is this scary country. And I'm like, Corey, you've been there multiple times before. You're a world traveler. You met Evelyn while you were traveling in some other country. So don't try to fake us out and act like you ain't ever rode a bus and stayed in a hostel and done all this other stuff that I know you did as a broke 20-something who was traveling the world. So I just don't like how they're playing Corey and Evelyn this season. I don't know what their true story is. They already own this bar together. People said they've been seen working at the bar together. So he's been in Ecuador. He knows the country very well. So I don't think that riding the bus for him would be a big deal. I do think that her not being there when he landed was a big deal. I think he did want to see her, hug her, kiss her, all that good stuff. I mean, but you know, him acting like he's scared and he's lost and doesn't know what to do and riding the bus is so scary. He's been there multiple times. He knows the country well. He's a world traveler. I'm sure he's traveled on a budget where he's had to ride buses from the airport. He's had to stay in hostels and sketchy hotels and all this stuff. So that whole story trying to act like Corey's all scared for his life, I'm not buying it. They can keep that. Like I said, I don't know what TLC's doing with this couple, but their whole storyline just does not seem to ring true based on the information that I'm getting from y'all in the comments, based on the information I'm getting online from other 90 Day Fiance fanatics. Just a lot of things aren't adding up. And the fact that they've been together 4 years and they're not engaged, and like, why are you moving there? If she had said no to you, why would you, like, it doesn't make any sense. These two people are engaged. All right. I think the whole Evelyn doesn't want to get married is a ploy. It's a storyline. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what to believe. I'm really unsure about them and I don't like it. When they come on, I'm just like, I'm disinterested because I don't know what they're doing. So that's how I feel about Corey and Evelyn. That's it for them. Let's move on to the next couple. Okay, so next is Tiffany and Ronald. So, you know what? I really don't have much bad to say. This episode was kind of cute with Tiffany and Ronald. Like I said, I don't agree with her bringing her son to South Africa this early, but she took him. What can I do? Who are me to judge? They finally get there and Ronald's mom is there to pick them up and she has balloons. And yo, how cute was Ronald's mom? I mean, just a cute, sweet older woman. She seems like a perfect grandmother for Danny. I mean, I just love her. I mean, if all goes south with Ronald, I mean, Tiffany and Danny can live with his mom. She just seemed like a peach. I really liked her. I see how all her stuff got stolen because she seems like that mom who's gonna be like, give her crackhead son the keys to her house while she goes on vacation. She's just sweet. She's like the nice old lady that just feeds all the kids in the neighborhood and has like lemonade on a hot day and makes cookies on a whim and just brings them around to people. Like, she's just sweet. They go and stay with her and the next day they're going to pick up Ronald. So they all pile in the car the next day to go get him, and Danny is just super excited. He's a chatterbox, which kids typically do when they're excited. And when they pull up and he squeals with joy when he finally sees Ronald. And it was so cute. Y'all, I don't agree with him calling him his dad, but the boy want to call the man daddy. What can I do about it? He runs to him and is like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go see my dad. Ronald seems super happy to see Danny. He called him his boy. They hug. Ronald looked like he'd been eating good at the facility. I mean, I don't know who the chef is. I don't know what he looked like before. I don't know if he was thin, but baby, that belly was poking out. So whatever they are making, I mean, it must be delicious. They run, they hug. He hugs Tiffany. They hug and kiss. He hugs his mom. I mean, it was just a beautiful reunion. It was a great moment. I mean, Ronald and Danny seem to get along fine for now. I know it's still early on. Ronald apparently later is going to show his true colors, but for right now, I ain't mad at it. They seem like a cute little family. There was this moment where they sit down with the, I guess he was the leader of the rehab facility, and he was just basically warning Tiffany like, hey, this is not going to be an easy road, and we already know that. Tiffany was acting a little naive when he was telling her, you know, this gambling addiction can lead to other addictions. If he suppresses one, it can come out in other ways. And she's like what? What you mean like what, girl? Alcohol, drugs, pornography, anything. I mean, he has an addictive nature. So that means that he can use anything that is addiction. He could turn into a spending addiction. Who knows at this point? But as of right now, I am here for the Ronald Tiffany family. I mean, they seem cute. His mom is supportive. She likes Tiffany. She likes Danny. Ronald seems to really like Danny. They get along. Danny loves Ronald apparently. He's already calling him dad. They seem to have bonded already. like I said, I don't agree with her bringing him, but she's brought him, so there's nothing we can do about that. And they seem to get along just fine, so I wasn't mad at their entire segment. We will see what happens with this wedding. The one thing I'm concerned about is that Tiffany, it says that she's waiting to see what Ronald's going to do, which is great. She's being smart about it. She knows that Ronald's addiction could jump out at any moment, so she is still cautious. The only problem is that she's marrying him in 9 days. I want her to hold off on the wedding for about a month. Just see what he's going to be like. You know, don't marry him right away. Take a little time, see how he does after he gets out of rehab. Let's wait a minute. So the marriage seems a little bit rushed to me, but Tiffany says she's being cautious. I don't know if marrying somebody 9 days after they get out of rehab is being cautious, but she seems like she's still watching Ronald's behavior, which is good. I don't really have much else to say about Tiffany and Ronald. Cute reunion, cute family, love his mom. Let's move on to the next couple. Okay, so next is Jenny and Sumit. All right, so Jenny was wilding out this episode. Basically, Jenny and Sumit are living in India. They are in their town and they're ready to go out shopping to get Jenny some traditional Indian clothing, some saris, so that she can try to blend in as best she can, honey, because she is sticking out like a sore thumb with this blonde hair, these blue eyes, and these American clothes. They go to this little beautiful sari store and the man is showing them all these, I tell y'all, the fabrics were gorgeous. I mean, Bollywood down, honey, giving me all the feels. I was loving every sari that man pulled out, and I would have been like, give me one in every color. Let's take all of these home, wrap them up for me in my size. Jenny was acting some kind of way. Apparently Jenny doesn't want to wear a sari because that's what older Indian women wear. Pause. Time out, Jenny. I have seen Indian women of all ages wear saris. I mean, all ages, young, old, kids, everybody wears saris apparently in India. That's the traditional clothing. It's not just for the older women. So she's so worried about looking old because her boyfriend is so young. But baby girl, you are old, Jenny. You're 60 years old. You're a grandmother, okay? The fact that your boyfriend's 30, we can't change that. If you're going to be with a 30-year-old, you better own the fact that you're 60. She's so worried about looking old. And I'm like, a sari, first of all, is beautiful. It even lets you wear a little bit of your stomach out. They have a little crop top on underneath the wrap over the shoulder. So I'm like, I don't see anything wrong with wearing a traditional sari. I don't see anything that makes you look old. You find a color that matches your skin tone really well. You put your hair up in that little bun like you had it, and you rock that sari, honey. I don't understand why Jenny was acting like she was so scared to be old. She is self-conscious about her age, clearly. I mean, if Sumit doesn't care, then why should she care? I didn't understand that at all, and I felt like it was real rude and disrespectful for her to be acting like she didn't want to put a sari on. Like, if you're not going to wear a sari, what are you going to wear? You're going to wear jeans and t-shirts? Like, you have to be covered. I'm not saying you have to wear a sari every single day, but you need some saris in your closet. Everything that the man brought out and showed her, she was acting real funny, talking about that's not my style. Well, none of this is your style. You're American, all right? A sari, I don't have a sari in my closet. So a sari is not my style, but I guarantee I would have found one or two that fit my body well and that looked good on me and matched my skin tone. I don't know what Jenny's problem is. She really irritated me on this episode because I felt like she was shunning his culture when I felt like she was doing such a great job being mindful of his culture up until this point. And now all of a sudden she's just kind of reverted and gone backwards and is now acting stupid because she's concerned and insecure about her age. And she needs to get over it, honey child. You are 60 years old. You are a whole grandma. All right. The fact that your boyfriend is 30, you picked him. You acted like you didn't care that he was 30, so don't act insecure about your age now. I don't want to hear it. Put that sari on and blend in with the people in that country. You're already going to stand out. You already stand out like a sore thumb. So why don't you just wear the sari? I don't understand what the problem is. Now, I saw in the comments from last week that a lot of you were saying that I call everybody slow. When I say that Sumit is slow, I don't mean that he's like mentally like disabled. He's clearly an intelligent man. I mean like he's socially awkward. He's a little life slow. He probably has a hard time talking to women. He probably is not super confident. He's not charismatic. He doesn't have any game. He doesn't know how to spit game to a lady and pull her in. And I think that is why he chose someone someone like Jenny, or someone like Jenny didn't bother him, because he knows that who is he going to get? And the fact that he loves white women. So that's what I mean when I say that Sumit is slow. I just wanted to clear that up, because a lot of you were kind of not getting on me, but you know, laughing at me saying I call everybody slow. And I do, I admit that fully. But yeah, Jenny got on my nerves this episode. I don't know what she was talking about with that sari, saying that it was for older women. Women of all ages in India wear saris. So I don't know who told her that. I think it was just her insecurity about her age coming out. And she's just saying anything. Honey, Jenny, go put that sari on and shut up. But that was it for Jenny and Sumit. Let's move on to the last couple. Oh, Lord. All right, so last but certainly not least is the couple that we have all been waiting for. And that is Jihoon and Deavan. Now, I was excited about seeing the last couple, but what I was given was not at all what I was expecting. I mean, they blew my expectation out of the water with this last couple. This is one of the most crazy stories, just in all the facets of it, that I've seen on 90 Day Fiance in a while. So first, Deavan is a 23-year-old girl who lives in Utah. I don't know what she does. She's apparently some kind of model or something. They do a lot of airbrushing and a lot of face tune on her, because when I was looking at her pictures, I was like, okay, she's all right looking. And then when I saw her in person, I was like, oh no, is this the same girl? I mean, she just doesn't compare to her pictures. It's just very well photoshopped. She has a 3-year-old named Drusilla. And let me tell y'all about Drusilla, honey. Woo! Drusilla is a handful. Drusilla needs a belt and a nap. I mean, she is due for a whooping. She's 3 years past due. Drusilla's wild. Drusilla is off the chain. Drusilla ain't got no home training. She has no discipline. Clearly, Deavan has never told her to sit down a day in her life. They are cooking dinner, and homegirl is straight up standing on the table and running across, jumping from table to table, swinging from the ceiling fan like a monkey. I mean, she's just doing all the things, and my anxiety was through the roof, because I don't like misbehaved children. They make me itch. And so I was like, oh, please sit down. Oh, don't do that. Hey, get off of that. Like, I wanted to discipline her through the TV, because Deavan wasn't saying anything to her. Deavan lives with her whole family. They all live together. Ain't nobody disciplined Drusilla. Ain't nobody taking a belt to her behind, or a switch, or an extension cord, or a broom, or a flip-flop, or nothing. She's getting no discipline. She's getting everything she wants, and probably a lot of sugar, because she was bouncing off the walls. Jihoon is 29. He lives in Korea, and he is a phone salesman. Like, he takes old phones and like refurbishes them and then resells them. He lives with his family as well, and his cute little dog Bukaki. What was the dog's name? Was it Bukaki? It was something like that. And the dog is adorable. It's like a little miniature poodle, so cute. But I mean, he seems like a sweet guy. Here's the problem with Jihoon. The first problem: homeboy needs some chapstick. Matter of fact, just thinking about him is making me want to moisturize my lips. His lips were so dry. He had a big split down the middle. I was like, I wanted to do this through the, come here, Jihoon. Just hold still. Just let me help you. Just let me help you, Jihoon. Is the air dry in Korea? Because those lips were chapped. But nonetheless, he seems like a sweet guy. Very easygoing, very mild-mannered, a little shy. They met online. He saw this beautiful girl and they started talking. Deavan says that she likes Asian men. She has a thing for them. After they talked for a little while, Jihoon came to America to visit Deavan. On the first night, they had a bottle of wine, they had a good old time, and they had sex. And apparently, Deavan got pregnant. Now, I don't know quite how long Jihoon's visit was. Now, here was my understanding of it. I thought that Deavan and Jihoon had their visit, they had sex, and then Jihoon went back home. A few months later, Deavan was like, oh no, I'm pregnant. That's not what happened. What happened was, at the end of Jihoon's visit, which is approximately 3 weeks later, on the day before Jihoon's set to leave, Deavan starts to not feel good. I feel funny. My tummy hurts. So Jihoon apparently makes the joke, oh, I wonder if you're pregnant. Who makes a joke like that? Deavan decides to go ahead and take a pregnancy test. It turns out it comes out positive. Now, this is 3 weeks into his visit. 3 weeks. Now, I don't know. I mean, they have those early tests, you know, those first response and all that that can detect pregnancy super early. But 3 weeks and you're already feeling funny is pushing it to me. I don't know that I believe that Deavan wasn't already pregnant and now she's trying to pass this baby off as Jihoon's. I smell a Karini. I smell a Karini. Of course, Jihoon is shocked. He can't believe it. I think at some point he made Deavan pee in front of him to prove that she was actually pregnant. So she's pregnant with Jihoon's baby, supposedly. Then Deavan decides to go over to Korea for a week so that she can meet Jihoon's family so that they can give them their blessing so that they can get married and start their family. The problem is that Deavan went over there and apparently acted a complete fool because Jihoon's parents do not like her. First of all, they're very traditional Korean parents, and Deavan is their worst nightmare. She has tattoos, she didn't go to college, and she's not Korean. Doesn't speak Korean. So that's a problem for them. I don't know why Deavan doesn't just learn Korean. I mean, she's 7 months pregnant, so she's had 7 months. I think a Rosetta Stone would have taught you Korean by then, at least some. She still does not speak Korean. I don't know why she's not trying to learn it. But, you know, they have to have the parents' blessing in order to get married and start their lives together. And Deavan says that if they don't bless the wedding, then she's not going to uproot her life to go to Korea to live with Jihoon. Now, first problem, I don't believe that this is Jihoon's baby. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but the days are just a little too close to me. And Deavan admitted that she likes Korean men, so who's to say the father is not Korean? We have not heard one word of Drusilla's father, so you have a track record of getting pregnant by men who want nothing to do with your children. So it would make sense to me that you got pregnant and then the guy said he didn't want anything to do with it, and then you try to pass it off as Jihoon's. I'm gonna see when this baby comes due. If the baby comes a little early, I don't know. I need dates is what I'm saying. I don't trust Deavan. She seems a little shifty and the dates aren't really lining up. That 3 weeks and I don't feel so good just sounds a little too, it sounds a little too something. The second problem is that Jihoon's traditional Korean parents do not want this crazy white girl with a crazy white child to be their daughter-in-law. Jihoon's mom really wants a daughter-in-law that she can bond with, that she can go shopping with, and they can have their cute little Korean jokes and make Korean food together. And Deavan's just not it, and that's not what they saw for their son. And now they're coming to America for a visit in order for Deavan to kind of give her second chance shot at impressing them. The problem is she's bringing Drusilla along. They're going to Vegas so that they can have things to do. I'm like, you're with his parents. Just stay in Utah. Like, why are you going to Vegas? You're going to take his parents to a strip club? Who cares? Take them to Utah. They're not going to do anything anyway. Drusilla's coming to. Drusilla's wild. She's worried that they're going to think that Drusilla's wild. Baby, Drusilla is wild. You should be worried about them thinking Drusilla's wild because she's wild. She has no home training. So I can't wait until these traditional Korean parents meet baby Drusilla. Baby Elvira is what she should be called because she out here climbing on the walls and jumping off of the bedpost. This is a hot mess. This whole situation is a hot mess. And, you know, Jihoon is telling his parents that he wants to show them that he loves Deavan and that they want to be together. But I don't think that he loves Deavan. I don't know if it's just his Korean nature and their culture to, like, because he doesn't, English isn't his first language, but I don't feel love between Deavan and Jihoon. I feel like this is like almost like a business transaction. Like, I need to see them together. Maybe I need to see them in person when he comes to visit, and I'll know, because I don't feel love from them. What y'all think? This doesn't seem like a cute lovey-dovey couple to me. I don't feel that from them. I don't get that vibe from them. I'm not feeling it. I mean, no, not at all. I don't know what their deal is. I don't know what's going on here, but this couple is not going to last. Baby Elvira is going to mess them up before anything else. Second thing, his parents are not going to approve of this marriage because they are not going to approve of Deavan and Elvira. No way, no how. But we'll see what happens next week when the parents and Jihoon come to Vegas to visit. Child, it's going to be a hot mess. Thanks for sticking around through my skincare. I'm going to go wash my face and then I'll come back and sign off. Back to my normal face. So like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you like what I do here on this channel, and share with somebody who is also a huge fan of 90 Day Fiance The Other Way or any other franchise like we are over here in the Trashy community. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.